Hello everyone, my name is Pukar Dhital. I'm an English instructor and today we're covering Grade 5 English. We're covering the chapter Describing Quantities and its grammar portion. We'll be learning how to use phrases in sentences and also application of many and much. So let's begin the class. Now, we are in chapter Unit 7, Describing Quantities. Now, we're covering the grammar portion right now. And to begin with, we'll begin with something number 6 word power. Unscramble these words of measurements. Now the first one has been done for you. It's almost like figuring out the correct word and word that makes sense, and of course which is one of the measuring units. Okay, so the first one here given is E-M-E-R-T. So all these letters are put together here, but these letters do not make any perfect sense. So to give it a precise meaning, look at this: M-E-T-R-E. So if we put word in this formation, in this order, then we get the word meter. And we write here M-E-T-R-E, meter, which is one of the measuring units and which makes a perfect sense. Now the second one you see is R-L-I-T-E. Okay, so as you write it down, it becomes liter. L-I-T-R-E, liter. Now we go again for the next one. A-R-D-Y. A-R-D-Y. Can you figure it out? So if you place it as Y, A-R-D, yard. And let's go for one more, and the rest you'll have to figure it out yourself. Is that okay? Now here you go. C-E-N-T-I-M-T-S-R-E. I'm pretty sure you figured this out, haven't you? So let's go it like C-E-N-T-I-M-E-T-R-E as centimeters. See? This is how we unscramble all these words of measurements. Now let's move forward. Finally we have here K-I-R-R-O-M-L-E-T-E-S. We have then F-E-T-E. Pretty easy, isn't it? And now we have I-N-H-C-E-S. And then we have M-L-L. Again L-I-I-T-R-E. And we have here G-M-R-A-S. See, this you can pretty much figure it out yourself. And of course, you can take help from the dictionary. The dictionary is definitely going to help you out. Okay, you can take help from the dictionary. And let me do the last one for you. So it's going to be G-R-A-M-S, grams. So see, very easy exercise. Let's move forward, shall we? Now here again, though it says grammar here, and question is number A. How do you measure them? Now the phrases are given here. Use the following phrases. Now here are the phrases: a jar of, a bottle of, a piece of, a kilo of, a packet of, and here we have a liter of. A very easy exercise, by the way. So these are the phrases given here in the book: a jar of, a bottle of, a piece of, a kilo of, a packet of, a liter of. Now if we take, for instance, kerosene. Now K-E-R-O-S-E-N-E, kerosene. So how do you think we measure kerosene? Is it a jar of kerosene, a piece of kerosene, a packet of kerosene, a liter of kerosene, a kilo of kerosene, or a bottle of kerosene? So we go for a jar of kerosene. See, this is how it makes sense. Now we go to milk. Is it going to be a jar of milk, a bottle of milk? Now for milk, a bottle of milk, Now number 3 we have rice. So what's the measuring unit of rice? A kilo of rice. Now similarly, I'm pretty sure you can do what it would be for a jam. You can figure it out for biscuits, and you can also figure it out for paper. Okay, so of course the phrases are given right there. All right, now as we move further, number B, make as many questions as you can from the table. So all we have to do is make as many questions as we can from the table. Okay, so here the structure of the table would be here how, okay, and then we have many / much, and here we have, let me add some rice, books, chairs, juice, money, time, finally pens. Okay, so we close this bracket now. Sorry for the bit of crooked line here. Do you want? Now here is the next question now. So just observe this table here. The first table has how, then we have many, much, and you have this list of items here. And finally we have do you want. Okay, so let's move further. Now do observe the table pretty well, and you can make questions out of it. Make as many questions as you can from the table. Now for the first one, it must make sense. We have to be very careful when we do this using many and much. We have to know when to use many and when to use much. For the quantity that we cannot measure or we cannot count, we go for the word much. For the quantity that's in a way countable, we use many. Okay, so keeping that in mind, let's do the exercise now. Number 1, I'm going to make one here. How much rice do you want? How much rice do you want? Number 2, how many books do you want? See, I'm just using the table here. How many books do you want? Similarly, how much? It's just the use of many and much. In fact, how much rice do you want? See, I'm just going to do one more to you, and I'm sure rest you can do it right here in the classroom. Number 3, how many chairs do you? Now you follow the same pattern, and using this you can complete the rest in the classroom itself. I know it's a very, very simple exercise. Now let's move ahead. Now number 8, it's spelling. Change the words into noun forms. Use tionageitture or meant. Like for example, the first word given here is transport. Now by adding transportation, remember for this one we added tion as a suffix. Suffix means we added at last, and that makes it transportation. And of course making it noun at the same time. Send the words into noun form. So we change this by adding transportation. We made it transportation, right? And it remains a noun. Now secondly we have educate. educat. Educate. And remember we have the options available here. Again, education. education. This is what is called, it's more like we're adding suffix to it. See, where we are adding these 3 or 4 letters at the back of the word, like tion. Here you go, this is the suffix here. Education, educat, again. All right, that's the suffix there. And again we have percent, 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 to change its noun form. Remember the option available, age. So percent. Now its suffix is age. That makes it percentage. And I know very well that it's a very simple exercise that you can very well do. Expend Figure it out. Is it going to be expansion? Is it going to be expendage? Or is it going to be expenditure or expendment? And don't forget, right, if you're confused, you surely can get help from dictionary for the spellings as well as for the words. Okay, here we have again entertain, Tertain, entertain. Now we have improve, Improve, improve. Then we have orphan, Orphan, orphan. Alright, so with the help of dictionary, you can very well change these words into noun forms. Very simple exercise. You can do this in the classroom or you can do this at home. That's number 12. Right. Number A. Read and write. Now here's a passage or a paragraph given in the book, which I'm going to copy now. Salma is a girl from Kailali. She has a large family. There are as many as 14 people in her family. They need a lot of rice, vegetables, and lentil every day. Every day they eat up 3 kilos of lentil, 10 kilos of rice, and about 4 kilos of vegetables. They buy 5 bottles of milk every morning. So this passage, this short paragraph is talking about the family expenditure. Of course, when you have a very huge family, the expenditure is huge. You have to invest quite an amount in your food, right? A lot of amount, in fact, in your food. So this is what's happening here. Let's continue. Her father is a businessman and her mother is a high school teacher. Salma goes to a public school. She is a 5th grader, meaning she studies in grade 5. She is very good at Nepali and science. You see, every child has his strength. So in this case, Salma is very good at Nepali and science. She needs to work hard on English and maths. She needs to work hard on English and maths. So there you go. So let me read from the beginning here. Just talks about a Salma, a little girl from Kailali, and that she has a huge family, and the expenditure that she has on her family is just tremendous. A lot of money is spent on food in her family, right? And as far as she's concerned, she's a 5th grader, right? And she's very good at Nepali and science. However, she needs to work on English and math. Now, it's just a simple paragraph. Now, you know what? Your homework would be now write a similar paragraph about you, your family. So just like what you read about Salma, write about yourself and your family, of course, and do include the right expenditure on food. What is it that is invested on in your family? Okay, maybe on education, on food, or maybe if you're staying in rent, of course you have to pay a rent. So all these things must be included here. Okay, of course, apart from writing about yourself, do include the expenditures on food, perhaps rent or education. So you have to figure that out, and then you know perhaps how much money your parents are investing in your family. Okay, so this you can do it as a homework. And thank you very much. And if you have any queries, feel free to email us at learning@deerwalk.edu.mp. Thank you.